I don't want to be that guy that says I told you so. I don't want to be that guy that is a know-it-all, because I'm not. I'm far from it, okay? The story that I have right now is obviously from Ian Rappaport that follows Mike Garofalo's story of some obviously insider news on the Philadelphia Eagles and Carson Wentz. And it looks like the Eagles are getting trade calls centered around Carson Wentz. And while Philly doesn't plan to deal him, they haven't hung up the phones either. And if that's the case, guys, he might be gone, and he might be successful somewhere else. And honestly, guys, there's no one else to blame besides this front office, these coach hirings, these coaches, everything else. Carson Wentz is to blame for, obviously, certain things he's done during the season, but not everything, okay? And you know what? Not talking after the Cowboys game to the press. Not saying a word in the offseason beside the Rodney McLeod, Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Other than that, that's all I've really heard from Carson Wentz. That's it. I see Jalen Hurts on CBS Sports, on NFL Network, on giving families a check to kids that have cancer. I've been seeing Jalen Hurts nonstop. Like, that man is acting like he's the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's a leader not only on the field, but outside the field. Jalen Hurts is doing a lot of things right now. And with Carson Wentz, like, look, guys, it might happen. It might happen to the point where Carson Wentz could do great somewhere else. Okay? Now, the Eagles aren't going to be doing a trade to where it's going to be a trade for, like, getting rid of his guaranteed money for 2 first-round picks. You know that's not happening. The Eagles can't afford to give up 2 first-rounders to give up, obviously, his guaranteed money. But find a team that will at least take some shed off of it. That's fine with me. If they could take at least, 2 years of guaranteed money off of our books, I wouldn't even matter if they took half the contract at least, and I would be happy with that. But, guys, we've seen this. We've noticed this. Ever since the season ended, I've noticed nothing from Carson. Nothing's been said. He's kind of just left it the way it was. And some people say he left it the way it was because he's busy with his wife and his kids. And I mean, when Nick Sirianni's hired, the guy doesn't even say, hey, congratulations, or gets interviewed to say, hey, I'm excited to work with Nick Sirianni, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But no, not a word about anything. And that really bothers me when I see Jalen Hurts doing all these other things off the field. And Jalen Hurts has already taken the challenge of this competition in 2021. And Carson's like, nope. Actually, Carson's like, I don't know. We haven't heard a word from him. But obviously, if the Eagles are getting calls and they're not hanging up the phones, then obviously this relationship with the Philadelphia Eagles is definitely fractured at some point, something. But that's all I got to say, guys. That's all I got to say. Can't say I told you so. Might happen. And he might be successful somewhere else. But can only blame the front office for that. You know, and if the Eagles ruin Carson here, Carson really can't play here, I guess. It's just crazy because this guy was like, why did you pay this guy $132 million? Like, why? Why did you pay him that much money? And then See, this is what I don't get. Like, I've never seen an organization do this. Why would they pay this guy $132 million and then draft a quarterback in the second round? Like, regardless if Jalen Hurts is a phenomenal player, regardless if Jalen Hurts is my guy, becomes the franchise quarterback and wins the Super Bowl for Philadelphia, just saying, I'll still disagree with that pick, regardless of what the outcome of his career is. I will still dislike that pick with everything possible. I mean, they knew that they were going to get fired for drafting a quarterback, and Howie Roseman said, no, we're not going to have a problem down the road when asked about there's going to be a complication down the road. And it's turned into a complication, a QB controversy, and our whole entire coaching staff on a rebuild because of it. Not because of that. Obviously, it's for other reasons as well, but I just don't get how they think. Like, when they drafted Jalen Hurts, they were so happy, and like Doug in his office and Howie Roseman, they were all so happy. Like, they just, like, what are you happy about? No fans are happy, okay? But we're way beyond that. But with this, it's just Carson, like I said, Carson could be successful somewhere else. And it's not, and honestly, he's not going to be the only player that's going to happen to. It's already happened to Rasul Douglas and Sidney Jones and, you know, LJ Fort, linebacker that we have, that he had, not even 2 months with the Ravens, and he had a 4-year contract extension. I mean, that's how bad this team coaches. And hopefully with these new coaches, new coordinators, new everything in here in Philadelphia now, things will look a little bit better. But at the end of the day, guys, Doug drafted Carson. That's Doug's guy. You know, I understand quarterbacks play for different coaches, like, you know, like Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy, and then change coaches. You know what I mean? I know guys do that, but at the end of the day, guys, if Carson's not happy, and if Carson, I don't want to keep a guy that's not happy. I don't want to keep a guy that doesn't want to play here. I do not want that. It's just going to be wasted years, because in the back of his head, I'm always going to know that he doesn't want to be here. And that's going to always be my excuse for when we lose games, if that's the case. Nothing was said, obviously. He's been handling it like a pro. He's not drawing a lot of smoke. But he's drawing a lot of smoke by not saying anything either. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Taking phone calls. So, see you guys later. Jake's going up. Follow us live. Peace out, guys. Peace.